Hello, everyone, and happy Saturday before Easter. Welcome to my coronavirus lockdown madness. We're almost, oh my gosh, Monday is going to be 5 weeks. Oh my God, really? Anyways, today I've been busy cooking for tomorrow so I can relax. I love cooking. I'm really into it. I used to not even be allowed in the kitchen from my mother, who's like, no, you need to go. Or like at university, a lot of my friends were like, get out of the kitchen, like make coffee without water. Forgot. Well, I actually didn't really know there was water in the cafeteria. Okay. Or when I set the house on fire because I was trying to fry falafel. Or one time I made fried chicken, but this was not at university, and it was kind of wet, the chicken, and I put it in the frying pan and it skitzed and I burnt half my face. Yeah. So I don't deep fry, thank you very much, and I do put water in my coffees, but I am a good cook now. I kind of had to, and I like it. So for tomorrow, because I have the vegetarian in my life here, I made I put stuff away. So I made a spinach and feta pie. I will send recipes to those that are interested. I made a ceci vegetarian loaf. I made a carciofi, which is artichoke white lasagna, and I made cheesy scones because in Italy for Easter brunch, you have like a cheesy bread with like pieces of like ham in it, and the vegetarian can't have that, so I made scones, cheesy scones. Don't ask for that recipe because I literally mishmashed with yeast that is gluten-free. I had no choice, people. That's what I found. Finding yeast is really hard right now. So I've been doing that. Easter's going to be really strange. We're all going to be connected to our family members, I'm sure, with FaceTime, Zoom, whatnot. But we're lucky that we're okay and safe. And next year will be much, much better. Maybe we'll be masked when we're meeting each other for Easter, but we'll be much better. Something that I just have to share. I just need to vent. In this moment, we're all posting a lot of stuff, what we're doing, and then some people are sad. So one of the things that irks me are the people who are having a staycation. Can we just talk about that? I'm so happy that you're living under the Tuscan sun, but we don't really need to know about that. Have just a moment to bring it down and know why you're stuck in your villa in Umbria or Tuscany. I think that's fine. Show your pictures because you're lucky, man. I would do the same thing. But I just think bring it down because the other day I left my hospital and I passed the COVID tent. They have tents in front of the hospital so people, I think, with the symptoms go through the tent and not directly in the hospital to contaminate. And I'm just thinking that's reality right now. Yeah, that's not... You're an exception if you have the villa and you're having your aperitivo when the sun is setting in Tuscany, drinking your super posh wine. That's all great, but I just think just respect what's happening. That's all. I'm happy for you and that's great. It's just sometimes I feel people get a little bit carried away with oh my God, Rome is so amazing. It is amazing, but sometimes it's a pain in the ass, people. Do you remember back in the day when you were waiting 5 hours at the post office and a motorino almost hit your foot and you're waiting 6 hours for the bus? But then I began to realize living here that there are two kinds of people that live in Rome. And I think that's all around the world. So there's two kinds of people that live in Rome, people. Number one, there's the posh side. And then there's the ghetto side. So let me know with comments which side you're on. So the posh side are oh my God, I'm working at the FAO and I make $1 billion a month and I just love it. Then there's the other side. I work in 16 different English schools. I don't have a legal contract. They pay me in cash. And then when I don't work, I don't get paid, but I can barely cover rent. The posh. So I live in an apartment in Piazza Navona or Trastevere. It's so great. Yes, the ghetto people, we live in neighborhoods called Centocelle, Torpignatara. Yeah. The posh people are oh my God, I had carbonara at this 90s 5-star Michelin, and they actually made the carbonara inside the egg. Yeah, it was amazing. Like the pasta was in the egg. It was amazing. So I'm gonna send some photos and post it on like Happy Carbonara Day. The ghetto people are like, yeah, I ate in a trattoria with like no electricity. It's the grandma that's still working, and she's been working there since Mussolini's time, and a piatto of carbonara is like €5. Yes? The posh side date men who like speak like Italian men that speak like English fluently, have traveled the world. The ghetto people are dating the Romani who are like, oh, I'm bella. They barely speak Italian. So let me know, folks. I mean, I like to think that I'm a little bit in between, but probably more ghetto than posh. Let me know what kind of life you're living. Anyways, lots of love. Enjoy your Easter, but I'll be back at you tomorrow. Ciao.